Now, I say it's great because I've taken a whole different approach to investing than most people. You know, I think buy and hold's a crock of I think, you know, the idea that you always have to invest your cash is not far behind. And so I've always been of the attitude that unless you really have a commitment to something, just keep your money in cash. Who can't do that.
Yeah, but so what? So you say buy and hold is a crock of something.
Right.
I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, Shinola. Yeah.
And you said the portfolio balancing is a waste of time. So what are John and Sally Doe supposed to do?
Depends how much money you have, right? So the best way to get a return, let's just say you have $50,000 in cash. It could be 10, it could be 100, but you know, let's use 50. First thing I would do is pay off all your credit cards because that's costing you 18%. That's what John and Sally should do first. Most don't, right? There's more credit card and student loan debt relative to personal income than there's ever been in the history of the United States. Second thing you do is you use the transactional value of cash. A lot of people say, you know, you're losing money to inflation when you just have cash in the bank. I completely disagree.
But if you have enough money that you have to put some of it somewhere, to park some of it somewhere and hope to make a return on it, where do you put it?
You know what I do? I don't think you have to make a return on it because I'd rather sleep well at night. You know, I put it in cash, literally. Now, obviously, I'm in a different position where I don't have to live off of the interest paying me 1 basis point off of cash, right? But at the same time, having that dry powder, if you will, available when weeks like today or weeks like this week hit and days like yesterday and today
and
happen,
you see an opportunity.
And you see an opportunity, then you're ready to take it as opposed to saying, I can't get out, what am I going to do? And I'll tell you the other part that's better, you're going to cut your health costs because you're going to sleep a whole lot better at night.
Do you sleep well?
Oh, I sleep like a baby.
Hey everybody, David Trungale here with Trader Tours. I am going to post the YouTube link in the description of this video. That way, if you want to watch the full interview, you can. But I just wanted to share a couple segments from this interview because I don't know about you guys, but I thought this was awesome. You know, it's not too often that you see somebody in the public eye like this or during an interview tell the audience to essentially do nothing and just hold cash. And that's what Mark is doing. Now, keep in mind, if you listen to the full interview, obviously Mark is a trader, and he talks about trading options on the S&P 500. So, not to be hypocritical here, because of course I speculate for a living myself, but it's important to understand that cash is very important, and not investing is an investment decision. It's very important to understand that. So, what Mark is saying is, hold on to cash. That way, when the right opportunity comes up, you are prepared to take advantage of it. Now, this old man here that's initiating the interview, you can tell that he's a little bit perplexed. I mean, he was obviously brought up in the establishment. Notice, if you want to go back and play the tape, the way he words this, he says, well, you have to put your money somewhere. Well, you really don't. Again, investing involves risk. Now, holding cash and losing 1 or 2% to inflation is preferable to potentially taking a 10% loss. And again, it all depends on your situation. Just understand that no matter how you trade, you are involving some type of risk, and that risk will vary greatly depending on your strategy. So, anyways, pretty cool stuff. If you go back and read the YouTube comments, of course, there was this conspiracy crowd that was talking about how Mark is telling the audience to hold cash because he deliberately doesn't want people to become wealthy, and that's just ridiculous. Again, he's just sharing his opinion. Have a liquid account. And remember, Nick Darvis talked about this too. So, pretty cool stuff. And have a good day.